StillerFanTV, Zane, that was disappointing today. I hate the Ravens. I call them the Raisins. I hate the Baltimore Raisins, and losing to them at Heinz Field, watching that in overtime, that just bums me out.
I thought we had a bit of a slow start to the game. We weren't really producing much on offense, and we had that one drive with Mason Rudolph that really looked good, really promising. But then he got knocked out. We saw what happened. We had to bring in Devlin Hodges. He looked really good. I thought we should have had a good chance of winning that game at the end. Sadly, that roughing the passer call, which I don't think was roughing the passer, sadly that had to occur, which allowed them to get that field goal to push it to overtime.
Yep.
And then the call to defer in overtime, I think that was a really good decision on the Steelers' part, mainly because Hodges is new. We didn't want to have to tell him to march down the field 75 yards. Giving a new quarterback that kind of situation probably wouldn't have been good. So I was glad to see that we did defer. Good stop by our defense, but then the fumble and the field goal to win it for the Ravens is a very disappointing ending, but I thought it was a hard-fought game.
It was a hard-fought game. And those two teams always fight hard against each other. What were your thoughts in general? I know you talked about the roughing the passer call, horrible call. Just in general, your thoughts about the referees.
I thought there were a lot of really questionable calls. A couple calls that might have changed the outcome of the game, especially that roughing the passer one. It almost seems like nowadays we can't hit the quarterback. No matter what we do, you hit high, you're getting called. You hit low, you're getting called. I mean, what are we supposed to do now? It's rough seeing the NFL turn into this kind of game where you're coming in to hit the quarterback, and as you're about to hit him, you're questioning. You're questioning what's going to, where am I going? What's going to happen?
Yeah, you can't do that as a defender. If you're thinking about how am I going to hit him? Where am I going to hit him? Am I going to get flagged for this? Next thing you know, he's probably running down the sidelines.
Exactly, yeah. It was a rough game to watch.
What are your thoughts about the quarterback situation in general? First of all, did you hear anything about Mason Rudolph? I assume he's in the concussion protocol right now because he took a helmet to the chin, and I've said this to other folks that I've talked to. I didn't see him take the hit. I saw him throw the ball to Deontay Johnson, then I was paying attention to Deontay Johnson running down the field. I heard he took a helmet to the chin, and he was knocked out cold. I could see that.
Yes. I did watch a video of the helmet-to-helmet hit afterwards. He took the crown of the helmet of Earl Thomas straight to the side of the jaw. He was knocked out instantly. If he does have a concussion moving forward, and we're going to have to find someone to be our quarterback for the next couple of weeks, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see if the Steelers roll with Hodges, if they give Paxton Lynch a try. We do have him in our practice squad.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about Paxton Lynch.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if maybe we go out and sign someone. I don't want to throw this name completely out there, and I know you think you know exactly the name I'm going to throw out there, but Colin Kaepernick's out there. He is.
Would you like to see Steelers to sign him?
I don't know. I think it'd be a bold move on the Steelers' part if we went out there and signed Colin Kaepernick. I think he has skill to be a starting quarterback, but I mean you're gonna bring in that media attention, which we got rid of with Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell, and is that something we want to bring back? I don't know.
Fichtner seems to just put reins on Mason Rudolph at the beginning of the games. I don't get that.
Yeah, he was definitely the game against the 49ers. It seemed like I don't think Rudolph threw a pass more than 10 yards downfield at any point in the game.
Coach ever.
No argument here.
But I mean, it'll be interesting to see the quarterback situation moving forward. How Hodges performs, how someone else performs if we decide to go somewhere else, or if by some miracle Rudolph comes back and plays next week, which I don't think. I think it's going to be a couple of weeks. But
why can't our defense cover tight ends?
that is a good question. From what I've seen, we love playing zone coverage, which
love it.
Yeah.
Can't change. I mean,
It's-
I'm being sarcastic when I say can't. They
Yeah.
won't change. I
Yeah.
don't get that. But continue your thought.
Zone coverage, it allows the underneath passes in certain situations to tight ends. It allows them to get open easier, and it's supposed to keep them from getting the first down. But when our linebackers / Mike Hilton or whoever decides to get on a tight end, whenever they decide to back off, and sometimes they back off past the first down marker, and when that happens, it's like why are we doing that? Why are we not covering him? Like that's something that moving forward we need to address on defense. I mean, we have fast linebackers. We have Barron, we have Bush. Both of them we got this offseason specifically for that reason of tight ends, and it seems like we're still having that problem, which I'm interested to know if maybe they are trying to do something about it and they just can't, or if they're not really addressing it. But
What are your thoughts on the rest of the season? Where do the Steelers go from here?
it's going to be tough moving forward with a new quarterback, obviously. We have the Chargers coming up. That's going to be a tough game. Their offense and defense are both really good. With Hodges or any other quarterback in that game, I don't think we're going to win that game. No bias, just I don't think that's going to be a win. We need to gain some kind of momentum from maybe the Chargers game. We better gain momentum from the Dolphins game. Moving forward, we still have division games. This division's still up for grabs. Even at 1-4, it's still up for grabs. We understand our defense is young. We understand we have a lot of good people on our defense that can perform. It's going to be a quarterback. It's going to be our offensive line's starting to get older. I mean, we might start losing a couple of those guys in the future. I think the biggest test moving forward, not only this year but next year, is going to be our offense and years to come.
And how does it develop? All right.
Yeah.
Good deal. Thanks, man.
Thank you.